What's up, guys? Your agent Tyler Wayrung here, and today I'm going to be helping out all of you owners or beneficial owners of any LLCs out there. That basically means if you have properties in an LLC, if you just own an LLC in general, whether you own small business, whatever, there's a new requirement as of 2024, January 1st of 2024. You have until the end of the year to do this, but there's a new requirement for all LLC owners to file this year, and there's a hefty penalty if you don't do so. So in this video, I'm just going to be walking you guys through exactly how to file that. I'm going to be covering a little bit more background. If you haven't heard of this yet, I'm going to cover kind of what it is, what the intent behind it is, and some general frequently asked questions. And then I'm going to walk you guys through. I'm going to be submitting one of my LLCs on this video and screen sharing with you just so you can see exactly how to do it. When I first heard about this, I was a little annoyed and wasn't sure kind of where to start. So I thought for anybody out there who doesn't have the time to figure all this out, we'll just walk step by step, screen share. You can pull yours up, knock it out in about 5 minutes if you have everything pulled up. So with all that, let's go ahead and jump over to my screen and talk a little bit about what this new requirement is all about. So it is called the BOI reporting. BOI stands for Beneficial Ownership Interest or Information. So Beneficial Ownership Information Reporting, as required by Corporate Transparency Act, CTA, became effective on 1/1/2024. Every person who owns or manages an LLC needs to be aware of this new reporting requirement. All right, so this is Wolters Kluwer. They just have a bunch of data and stuff like that. They do a good job of kind of outlining some of these really important questions that you probably have about this. So what's the meaning of beneficial owner? Refers to any identifying information about individuals who directly or indirectly own or control a company. I'm not going to go through all of these, just touch on some of the big ones. Again, I'll drop this link in the description below, as well as the link you need to use to file the report down there. You can check all these out. Here's a big one. Can an LLC be exempt from filing a BOI report? There's a link here with a bunch of exemptions, but I'll save you some time. Unless you're a big company, you probably don't fall under any of those. In fact, I think here they talk about 20 full-time employees in the U.S. and have operating present in physical office and do more than $5 million in gross receipts or sales. So some of you may be able to check those boxes, dive in if you can see if you can. But guys, this takes like 5 minutes to do, so it's probably not worth your time. Let's see. We're going to be answering some of these when we dive in there. Yada, yada. I'm not going to go through any more of these. I think those are the big ones. So basically, I'm going to drop this link down below in the description as well, just so makes it easy for you guys. But what you're going to do is go ahead and we're going to pick the file online option. Before you dive into here, just grab a quick image of your driver's license or some form of identification, and make sure you have your EIN number, your employer identification number. You should have gotten this when you filed your LLC. So if you have those two pieces of information, everything else you probably already have memorized, your address and stuff like that. So let's dive in and we'll get this thing submitted. So filing information here, this is likely going to be your initial report, unless you have already done this and you're correcting one. But since it's brand new requirement, I'm going to pick initial report. It autofills the date here. I don't care about the Privacy Act, so we're going to click over here. Let's see. I've been clicking this. There's something called a FinCEN ID, like financial something or other. I think they're going to be going to this. Oh, wait, what does this stand for? I don't know. I don't want to read all that. But it sounds like something they're going to be using moving forward to kind of prevent financial crimes, and they're going to give every LLC an ID. So I've just been clicking this. I don't know if I'll need it or not. But all right, reporting company legal name. So this is what your LLC's name is. So go ahead and type that in. And do this one. I don't know if you need the LLC or not, but I'm throwing it in there. And if you go by another name, if you go by like Tyler Buys Houses, and your true LLC is Tyler's Properties LLC, just make sure you put those other names in here. For that, tax identification type, again, you're going to use your EIN. Yeah, I don't know if you have one of these, maybe look into that. But for most folks out there, the EIN is what you're going to be looking for. Again, you want to have this readily available. I have it in another page here, so I'm going to copy and paste that over. Most EINs have a dash in it, but you'll see here it doesn't like that character, so we'll get rid of that. And then it doesn't blanks out the county. Let's see, jurisdiction, country, domestic reporting, state of formation, whatever state your LLC was formed in. And then your address. If you got a Mac, you can just populate that in right there. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to move on to company applicant. So you will be checking this box here, existing reporting company. So if this LLC existed prior to 1/1 of 2024, you're going to select this box. And it says it's going to scare you and say it's going to clear all your fields out. It really doesn't. It clears out fields that you haven't filled in yet. I'll show you that in a second. So do you wish to continue? We are going to click yes, unless you filed your LLC this year. So in 2024 after January 1st. And if you did do that, I think you have a much shorter window in which you can do this. So I probably want to knock this out ASAP. For me, I'm just doing it either way, so I don't have to remember to do it later in the year. All right, company applicant information. So again, if you already have that FinCEN ID, you can fill that out here. Legal name. So if this is a single member LLC. Oh, this is the information it said it cleared out. So you already had an LLC. That means they already have all this information that's tied to your EIN. So they don't want you to fill that out again. So all this again is grayed out. Will not let me fill that in. Neither will do identification type or none of that. So for company applicant, all we are doing is checking this box here, and then we're going to be moving on to beneficial owners tab. So when we click on beneficial owners tab, if you have multiple, you can go up here and add additionals. But for most of us here, we're just going to put our individual's last name or entity legal last name. I'm going to be just putting my name in here. Just the required fields. Okay, my address. Again, it wants to know. Again, we will punch this in. Come on now. Okay, like that. Identification document type. So this is where you're going to upload either state issued driver's license, passport. I think that's your only option. I think driver's license is the easiest for me, so I'm going to be filling mine out here. Pick your country and your state. Then you're going to go ahead and drag and drop the file over. I already have mine up there, so we're going to click next. And then lastly, it just wants your email to go ahead and submit so that you can get email confirmation. Once again, your name. Then you certify that that's all true. You are a human. And then you're going to go ahead and submit this report. While that loads, it's also going to come up and ask if there's something that you want to download. It does give you a tracking number, just so you have that. I don't know what you do with the tracking number, because when I click it, it just copies it to your keypad there. But I did go ahead and download this transcript. I think this will be helpful. So you can pull this up, and it basically gives you a form of all of the information you just typed in. It's from their website, and it gives a generated date on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag and drop these into the same folder that I store all of my LLC paperwork on. Just in case, for some reason, if it comes up and they say you didn't do this, this is the record that you have that says you did. So guys, I hope that was helpful. Pretty straightforward, simple, and easy. I know a lot of people are up in arms that they're even doing this. Obviously it's not fun. It's not what you want to carve out time to do in your day, but sometimes you really don't have a choice, and you could get mad about it, or you can just do it and be done with it. So that's what I chose to do. But guys, hope you got some value out of this. Again, links are in the description below. If you have any questions or I missed something, drop those in the comments below. But we will be getting back to real estate videos soon. Until then, we'll catch you next time.